Hey guys, it's John, and today we're going to be starting our first episode of Terror House. So, in this episode we're going to be building a doorway, and the doorway in this is going to close up this gateway thing here. So, what's essentially going to happen is we're going to walk through here, we're going to hit a tripwire which hopefully will be magically hidden somewhere, and the doorway will close up. And I'm kind of wondering, what is the best way to do this? Maybe a tripwire, maybe a button. I think I'll probably do a tripwire, and I'll probably be around here. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to build this. So if we come into our Terror House lab over here, we have it all built. And this is what it looks like. So I'll show you exactly how it works to start off with. And we're gonna walk through. We're gonna hit the tripwire and wait a couple seconds, and it starts working. Then this is when the doorway starts closing up. There is a couple problems with this. One problem is it is quite slow, but I'm kind of hoping that before anyone really notices, it'll already be too high and you won't be able to jump over. So that's pretty much how that works. Another problem is that sometimes there can be patches in it, like sometimes this can happen. The one good thing about this is it will always patch up, but it has a stone block there. That won't happen because I'll always have these blocks here just because I broke that one there. Another problem is if they step on the tripwire for too long, it will break it. The clock will just be constantly on and everything will just be constantly on, apart from these pistons here which are varied. So that's kind of the problems, and I'm sure there'll be ways of improving this, but I'm going to build this design in my actual world, and then if anyone else wants to improve on this, then you can send me the world download, which I'll have the actual world download in the description, and you can download it and improve it and send it back to me, and I might improve it using your solution. But anyway, I'll explain how it works if people are kind of confused as to how it works. So here we have a smooth stone generator. What happens is the lava is just sitting up there. The lava will drop down, and there's two water sources on either one water source on either side, so two in total, and it creates smooth stone, a line of 5 smooth stone, and then after that, these pistons will push the block forward, making the smooth stone push over one block, and then there's pistons under here which will push all the blocks up one, and that's how the actual wall is built on by itself. There is tutorials in this like on YouTube, and most of them are for bridges, and I'm sure there's a few that are similar to this. There's other ways of doing this. You could use gravel, and instead of using a smooth stone generator, you just use gravel, and the gravel will drop down, and as you push more, it will push up. But this I found was the best way to do it. So let's build this in my main Terror House world. So to start off with, we're going to build a sort of roof here, and the roof needs to be 4 high, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll have the roof there. This is just so we can stop the pistons from keeping pushing up, which we might want to do, but I think I only really want it to be that high. So aesthetically it doesn't look that great, but I think there is ways of improving, obviously. So I might put in something like this all the way along and have like this build up into like a pyramid shape or something similar to that. Like if I was to do that, that looks okay. So to start off with building the actual contraption, we're going to need to dig down 4 blocks. So it's going to start here and dig down 3 like that on each side. So then this is where the blocks are actually going to sit like that, and then they're going to be pushed up. So here, under here, we're going to need regular pistons. So if we find regular pistons, we don't need that. I need this. Might need that actually. Don't need that. There we go. So we need regular pistons. I don't know why my skin isn't working, by the way. I don't. As you can see, I've got a normal hand. Where's my blue hand? I don't know why it's not working, but it seems to do that every once in a while. But anyway, then we're gonna just dig out a area to work with around here. So I don't know how big exactly this needs to be. I know the general idea of it. So the first thing we're going to need to do is put down all our redstone and our pistons, and then I'm going to build the smooth stone generator. The reason why we do that last is because having a smooth stone generator there the whole time, if you accidentally break a block and then water goes everywhere or lava goes everywhere, it can destroy all your redstone, and it's just kind of annoying. So get rid of that just now, and then all we need to do is link up these pistons with our other pistons that are going to be over there. So start off with, we'll dig out, oh, we got a cave here. I'll put down some stone so we can just cover this up. So we're going to need to have redstone torches under here, if we have any. No, I need, don't know why I took 64. And we need repeaters and redstone, and we'll need tripwires eventually, and we need, I've got more pistons. Okay, so I'm gonna have them like that. Then we'll have repeaters here. Actually, we only need to use 2 repeaters here. So I'm trying to be as economical as possible, as well as making it as easy as possible to build. So I am on creative, so it doesn't really matter about being economic, but it's just in case other people want to actually build this on their survival world anyway. So then we're going to need to put down, I guess we could put down a torch there, like that, which will deactivate all the, oh, I have a text, shit, sorry about that. So once we've done that, we just need to dig out a bit of space to work with here to put down our redstone. It's kind of annoying having a cave right there, but it doesn't really matter that much. So then if this redstone is ever activated, I'm going to turn off the rain. If this has redstone is ever activated, there, it should extend the pistons. It does extend them at different times, but that doesn't really matter that much. If we really wanted it to be like completely perfect, we could just put down repeaters there. But I don't really need to do that, so I won't do that. So we've got our first pistons all linked up. Now we need to have our second pistons all linked up. So we can actually cover this up. Whoops. So we can just do this, like that. And I'm going to put down a repeater here, so we don't have the stupid clock there. So that should still work. Okay, so our repeater doesn't work, so we need to move down the, whoops, we need to move down the redstone torch down to there. Does that work? That should work. Yep. There we go, so now we can put down the block there. Now we just need to put in our other pistons, so these ones are just going to be along here. It doesn't really matter how far away they are from these pistons, but it's good to keep them at least 5 or 6 blocks away. And we just need to link these up. We're going to have another set of pistons above it, and I'll explain why in a second. And I'll probably need to put, is it daytime? Yes it is. Okay, I need to put down some normal torches. Where are the torches? Whoops. Torch, torch. I don't really like this new creative menu. I don't know where everything is. There we go. There we go. And then we can just get rid of all this, like this, making more space. And we need to link these up. I'm going to use repeaters for this. Like that. Then if these are activated, it should activate them all at the same time. Like that. And then we just need to add in a clock, which which will be around about here, but let's test this out. So, oops, put down a torch rather than redstone. So they're all going to be activated. Deactivate, and then they're going to be activated. So, the reason why we actually have the pistons here is because the lava will sometimes drop down too quickly, and therefore the water doesn't actually have time to reach the middle, and then the smooth stone won't actually be created. So that's why we have the second lot. I think you might be able to get away with it, but I think if you do that, it actually if you don't do it, then it can be really, really slow to make the smooth stone, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to quickly make a little bit more space here. And now this is where we add our clock. And this clock is quite a resource intensive clock. We need 5 repeaters on each side of it, so that's 10 repeaters. These are all going to have full delay, like that. So each one has 4 ticks of delay, and it's going to be linked up on both sides. So what we're going to do is have these pistons link up on this side, and these pistons linked up on this side. And that just makes it kind of timed almost perfectly. There we go. So if we were to start this clock, whoops, that did not work at all. Start! Like that. It's going to extend them, then extend them, extend them, and extend them, and it's just going to keep being like that. And to stop the clock, we just need to get rid of that redstone like that. So then, we need to add in our tripwire, which actually starts the clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a wall on each side when we come in here, and we're going to have probably doors like on each side of the corridor, so we might have like a door there or there, and we're going to have the tripwire a decent amount of distance away. If we're to get rid of some of this, let's see where we are. We're there, so if we put the tripwire around about here, then we can dig down, and we should be able to attach it here, like that. So then if we were to have redstone there, and we had block on top of it, or actually we'll need to put down, so I'll build the wall first actually. I'll get rid of this again. And we'll have the tripwire. We have plenty of space, so it doesn't really matter that much. If we have the tripwire, we'll need to put down that there. Actually, no, I'll put down the obsidian blocks, then it should be hidden a little bit better. And we'll have it there. The good thing about this terror house is going to be quite dark, so hopefully you guys won't be able, well, anyone who plays it won't be able to see that very well. We're not going to have very many lights around anywhere apart from like inside the rooms, unless we're going to have something like a tripwire. And therefore, if someone's playing on quite a dark setting, they won't be able to see it, and it'll be awesome. So, if we come and put this around about here, as you can see, you can actually see it quite well, but if it is in the nighttime, it's going to look like this. You can barely see it, and if people who don't make videos don't usually have the brightness on that high, so it'd be like this. You won't be able to see it very well. So I'm gonna just put everything back to normal. Whoops. Type. I don't know what even happened there. There we go. So now we just need to hook up this redstone. So does that activate it? Does that activate that redstone? I wonder. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we need to activate the redstone from... So where is that tripwire? Tripwire is there. So if we were to put redstone there we go, that's activated. Let's get that block back. There we go. So that should be it pretty much finished. we just need to add in our smoothstone generator. So we're gonna walk in, and we'll probably have like corridors coming along here. We'll have just corridors everywhere pretty much. It's gonna be pretty cool. So can we cover this all up? I think we can. Yeah, we can. That's cool. And I keep, yeah, it's still activated. So let's go down, break the circuit, and we can add in our smoothstone generator. So we need to have water on this side. There and there. So we'll have water. Where is it gonna be? We're always gonna have blocks all the way along here. There's always gonna be blocks there. We're always gonna have these up here. Like that. So I'm going to put down some glass, just so we can see through it. Where's the glass? There it is. We don't need pistons anymore. We have water on that side like that. The lava is going to be here. So, I don't like doing this because if it doesn't work, the whole it could destroy my whole redstone circuit. But I don't have that much redstone in this, so it doesn't really matter that much. But anyway, so we're gonna put down some glass. I'm gonna put this like there, just so I can do it quickly. Right, there. Oh no! Oh shit! That was close. There we go. So that should be it working. And then if we were to hit that, and push the blocks forward, and then we're gonna have that push it up again. So we just need to keep doing this. One thing we could add is obsidian over here, which is kind of necessary actually. And the reason why we need obsidian is because pistons can't actually push obsidian, and therefore if you don't actually want it to push it, you put down obsidian and then it won't like break the whole thing. So there we go, we're actually finished. And this is quite easy to reset, so I can actually test it. So we're gonna walk in. I think it's finished anyway, I think it's finished, yeah. I'm gonna walk in and the wall should start building up. But no, it hasn't. What is the problem here? Oh, it's not activating. There we go. We broke the circuit by accident. So now I just need to. Has that done anything? Let's go check. No, it hasn't. Okay, now we can test it. Right, let's go. There we go. Then it's going to start going. Apparently not. Okay. I broke the circuit earlier by accident. Okay. Now we're done. We're done. Let's go check it out again. Okay. Going. And it should start building up. There we go. It's going to slowly build up. And that's what it looks like from both sides. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think using something like a fence, that would be quite cool. But I think just now, that's pretty good. So again, if you guys have any suggestions on how to improve this, there is a problem where it keeps going. So if there's a way that I could cut it off, then you could should suggest that. If there's a way of making this almost unbreakable, that would be awesome. So that's your guys' homework. Do that, and I'll give you a cookie. And yeah, cookie. That's good. That's good enough. So I actually fixed a couple of the problems since the last time I recorded this. So one of the problems was that if we had the tripwire, if the player activated the tripwire and then sort of thought like, what the hell is that, you might come back and activate it again. And then a problem with that is that the circuit could have two currents going around it, which means the whole system will kind of go out of sync, and then one piston will go too fast, another one will go too slow, and the whole thing will just kind of break and it'll stop working. And another thing is they might stand on the tripwire for too long, and then the same kind of thing would happen. Basically the whole circuit would be activated and nothing will work again. So one way of getting rid of this is getting rid of the tripwire just after it's activated. So I'm going to quickly show you exactly what it does now, and I'm going to quickly break a bit of the... I'm going to break that though. There we go. So what's going to happen is as soon as they step in the tripwire, pistons are going to come up and cancel it, which means that the whole tripwire will be destroyed and it won't break it and everything will be good. So I'm going to quickly test it out by hooking it all up, and this is what's going to happen now. I'm going to walk over and it's going to break, and the wall is going to build up, and it's going to keep building up until it's finished, and they might have enough time to like put this back and break it, but it doesn't really matter. So that's about as good as I could get it. If you guys have any more sort of bug fixes for this, then that'd be awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna see you guys later.